Have you ever been out drinking all night long? Yeah. Because that's my monster. See, I kind of like this monster, to be honest. He's like a friend. He's always there. When he comes around, everything goes up for grabs. It's a lot of fun. Every now and then, maybe things get a little crazy. Okay, once or twice, maybe things get out of control. But I'm always able to laugh it off the next morning with my friends. But this particular night, I've been out all night drinking. And when I say I've been out all night drinking, it was now 6 a.m. and I was sitting at a bar, still drinking. I ran this bar. I happened to be the manager of a nightclub, and I didn't get paid much, so I paid myself in whiskey a lot of nights. And my monster appreciated that. He was like, yeah, invite some friends along. This particular night, my friend sitting to my left is a biker. In typical biker fashion, he has a leather cap turned backwards. There's a ponytail hanging out of the back. He's got on a black leather vest. And we are sitting there drinking whiskey till 6 a.m. Now, we may not be a likely pair of friends, but we got two things in common. We both love music, and we both love whiskey. So that means he was a bartender, I was a bartender. When his shift got done, he came to my bar. I locked the door. We threw on the Otis Redding, and we sat there, and we just laughed and talked all night long. And then finally, he said, I'm hungry. It's like, good idea. Let's go get something to eat. I'm in downtown Macon, Georgia. And downtown Macon stretches 3 blocks in any direction you look. And when he's not riding his motorcycle, he drives a big Ford F-150 pickup truck. We get in the truck. I know we shouldn't. But, hey, the monster was saying, it's okay, go ahead, you'll be all right. We get in the truck and we ride up Cherry Street, which is the main street in downtown Macon, Georgia. And as we get into the second block, on our right, we pass what's called the Dempsey Hotel. Now, you all know the Dempsey Hotel. Here it's called the Mayflower. Exact same thing. Exact same thing in a different city. And normally you find sitting outside of the Dempsey Hotel a lot of people who, for whatever reason, have motorized scooters and motorized wheelchairs. And you would see them over the course of the day all over downtown Macon. They're always riding around. But this time at 6 in the morning, it's not a lot of people on the street. When we're cruising up Cherry Street, heading towards the Waffle House. We get to that third block, we turn right, and we're gonna go 2 more blocks, and you're on the edge of downtown, but there's the Waffle House. But between there and the Waffle House is 1 stoplight. Music's playing, we're still having a good time. We pull up to the stoplight, and all of a sudden, coming down that street was a guy in a motorized wheelchair. And he stops right in the middle of the intersection, and he starts to shake. And he pulls his hat off his head and he holds it straight up in the air. And he's still shaking, and he throws the hat down on the ground. And when he threw the hat down on the ground, he hit the stick on the wheelchair and began to spin around in circles uncontrollably. And as I was sitting there staring at him, going, what the fuck is going on? I look over at my friend and he says, well, we can't have that now, can we? And he pulls his giant F-150 out into the intersection. And I thought, oh Lord, this is how it happens. I'm going to jail this morning. The monster isn't my friend today. This is when the monster has gotten out of control. My friend pulls his truck out into the intersection and he begins to drive circles in the opposite direction around the guy, leaning out the driver's side window saying, hey, what the hell is wrong with you? You can't be doing this. You're going to get hurt. You're going to cause an accident out here in the middle of the street. And we are on the main road that goes from the freeway into downtown at 6 a.m. That means people should be heading to work. It's not, the police station is right a couple blocks away from us. I was like, oh Lord, like at any moment, a cop car is gonna show up. Nothing. We're still just driving in circles with my friend, yelling out the window, hey man, you gotta get out of the street. You can't be out in the street like this. Finally, the guy regains control of his wheelchair. Like nothing happened. He just keeps rolling. And we just keep rolling to the Waffle House where we sat down and ate breakfast and didn't ever mention it again.